This is his legacy. This is Gary Speed's legacy.
He got them sort of believing that we might be able to achieve something.
And I think a lot of them are playing for Gary Speed still as well.
He was the man who set it all off.
Never be forgotten.
Never.
Never. Yeah.
The work that we've done behind the scenes, the work we've done with the players on the training pitch has been fantastic. And their application has been brilliant, so that belief's always been there.
He remains his country's most capped outfield player. 6 years ago, aged 41, Gary Speed was named Wales manager.
I'm just thankful I've got the opportunity to come and try and make Wales successful, and it's an opportunity that I'm really looking forward to.
I knew Speeds very, very well outside of football. Since we were 10, we had a very good friendship. Top guy. You know, he was respected and loved, you know, throughout the football family.
We talked about Speedo the whole way through the campaign. He was a massive character. He's one of them people that you don't meet that often in football. When they walk into a room, there's a real aura about them, and the boys respected him immensely.
The young Speed was an athletic goal-scoring midfielder, a league champion at Leeds. He matured into a cultured, powerful player of international class. Management was a natural step. Just 3 months after taking over at Sheffield United, his country came calling.
The state of Welsh football was in the doldrums at that time.
Key players would not be available for whatever reason.
And Gary got it all together.
I knew there's going to have to be a process of changing things around, and that takes time.
Speed had hope because he'd seen the future in a talented group of younger players. His first competitive international was a Euro qualifier at home to England. 20-year-old Aaron Ramsey would be his captain.
The player who I used to watch and who I used to always admire, you know, the work they used to put in, the passion he used to play with, was Gary Speed.
He's a fantastic player with loads of potential, and when he goes out on that pitch, his personality shines through.
Gary Speed made people want to be passionate to wear that Welsh shirt again, to actually play for their country.
He revolutionised the football for Wales. He got hold of the whole structure and flipped it upside down and said, we're going to start doing it properly.
Sports science has been around for quite a while, but Wales didn't have it. And that's what he introduced. And he introduced a new way of playing. Well, that's what really ignited it.
After a faltering start, Speed's new team would make a major impact, winning 4 games running and climbing the rankings to be FIFA's best movers of the year. On November the 12th, 2011, they thrashed Norway 4-1.
The way they've applied themselves over the last 6 or 8 months has given me even greater belief that we can go on and be successful.
You will never get over what happened. You learn to live and deal with it a bit better as time goes by, but you never get over it. Our players thought a hell of a lot of him. They were impacted greatly by what happened, you know.
Obviously, with the news that happened, we thought that was going to be the end of the legacy.
In January 2012, Chris Coleman was appointed Wales manager. Speed was his former roommate and friend. Coleman spoke with Gary's family before taking the job.
Chris has come in and he's done an amazing job. He's carried on, he's continued that rise that we've had before, and we've been playing with each other for, I think, 8-10 years now. We're all like brothers and we just play for each other, and our team spirit and our character gets us through everything.
We talked about being the golden generation when it started under Speedo, but you're never that golden generation until you actually do it.
Where does Welsh football rank now in the affection of the nation?
It's a brave statement. I think it's above rugby now.
And the Welsh rise and rise over the last 5 years goes back to?
Gary Speed.
At their first European Championship, there are visual reminders and tributes. Together, stronger, and making history.
Gary will be proud up there watching over us. He really believed that this team could go on and qualify for a major tournament.
I'm sure he's looking down us very happy, and hopefully we can do him proud.
He'd have absolutely loved it. He was a proud Welshman. He captained every football team he ever played for, so that tells you what type of man he is. He's here with us, we know that.
I can't say that, yeah, I'm going to be thinking about Speeds in this tournament, because I think about him all the time anyway. We talk about him still and have a laugh and a giggle. Remember him smiling and laughing and joking. And I'll never forget Speeds.
We were all lucky enough to know Gary. You guys more than me. He was your captain, Mark. He was your friend, Craig. But how far in terms of Welsh football? Sum up his influence for us.
It's difficult.
I know, it's
but
hard.
It's at the same time, what he was able to do with, like Mark would have experienced himself with the FAW, and you know, as much as you want to try and progress, it's always difficult because the finances and that side of things. He was able to bring the football trust in with it as well, and say, well, there was certain stuff we couldn't have because finances play a big part with countries like ourselves. But with the trust, he brought all that together so we could have sports scientists, we could have more physios, GPS systems. It was all become what you were used to at your football clubs. It became a sort of club mentality where everything we were all so used to, it was the same thing going into international football, where the last few years, you know, Mark brought it on a lot, then we dipped and trailed off. It just got back to that. And it was and also set standards that were so high. Even the way he spoke to us about, this is why I ask you to do certain things. I know you might turn around and say, well, you didn't do it, that's why I never qualified. He spoke to us on a level that this is what, if we do these type of things, and even discipline and going to dinner, the captain tells us when we eat. The captain then tells us when we finished, and that stays there now, and it's with the 19s, 18s, 17s, it goes down all to the young levels as well. So his influence for the whole structure of how he wanted Welsh football to go, even things like everyone has to sing the national anthem. If you don't know it, there's a piece of paper, you've got to go and learn it. Want everyone singing it. Those type of, his influence is what we've, of course, Chris Coleman's taken it on and done an incredible job in such difficult circumstances because Cookie was really, really close to him as well. But there's always that element that we're beyond grateful for what he's done, and tournaments like this he's played a huge, huge part in.